I don't think I can control it much longer.
Turn your face towards the sun. Let the shadows
These powers, they're not natural.
turn your face towards the sun. Let the shadows
It's coming, and when it does, everything changes.
Heroes Reborn. Special 2-hour premiere Thursday, September 24th on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Justin Timberlake drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. With the showdown days away on the controversial Iran nuclear agreement, presidential candidates are now speaking up about that issue that is sure to play a large role in who wins the White House. The nuclear deal means international teams will be allowed to inspect Iran's nuclear facilities, that in exchange for the U.S. lifting harsh economic sanctions on Iran. Today, Republican Senator Ted Cruz inviting rival Donald Trump to a Capitol rally against the deal. Across town, Hillary Clinton, who supports the agreement, but warns that Iran will test the next U.S. president. The Iran deal is disapproved by a majority in the House and the Senate, but a vote of disapproval is being blocked by Democrats. That leaves many congressional members who are calling for a debate on the deal frustrated, and that includes our U.S. Senator from South Dakota, John Thune.
I think it needs to be rejected and that we need to go back to the drawing board and actually work on a deal that does prevent Iran from acquiring a nuclear capability, that does address their terrorist behavior in the region, that doesn't contain a lot of side deals that are negotiated in secret, and has an inspection regime that actually does allow anytime, anywhere access to these Iranian facilities to ensure that they are in fact complying with the agreement. That's what should be in this agreement. That's what's not in this agreement. And for that reason, I'm going to be voting against it.
Although Congress may not be able to stop the Iran deal, the next president could back the U.S. out of any agreement that is still in place. 4 people are injured when a hangar collapses this afternoon at Newark Liberty International Airport on the East Coast. Authorities say the 2 of the 4 workers injured were seriously hurt. They are expected to survive. The other 2 suffering minor injuries. 9 workers were inside the building when the hangar was being dismantled, and authorities say they are all accounted for tonight. No aircraft were inside that hangar that is believed to be owned by the Port Authority. Federal investigators are now on site in Las Vegas, where a half-full passenger jet caught fire yesterday. Just before takeoff, while the fast-acting crew is getting high praise today, most notably from those grateful passengers. We have the latest tonight from NBC's Chris Clackham.
By daybreak Wednesday, the heavily charged British Airways jet had been towed from the runway in Las Vegas. Close-up photos providing proof of how extensive the damage is.
Mayday.
It burst into flames Tuesday just as the Boeing 777 headed down the runway for the flight to London's Gatwick Airport.
He was doing almost 100 miles an hour when he slammed the brakes on.
We have an aircraft on fire with people coming out of it.
There were some passengers that were saying, there's a fire, there's a fire.
A fire that started in the left engine and quickly grew into some terrifying but heroic moments, especially by the crew.
There was no hesitation from them whatsoever. The exit doors were open. They were literally in full swing. It was like clockwork for them, to be honest. I mean, it's obviously scary for them too.
Of the 170 people on board, more than 24 were injured evacuating, none seriously though.
Everybody that got off before me, as soon as they hit the tarmac, they just sprinted because behind us are giant flames.
NTSB investigators will focus on what caused the engine to catch fire, while passengers, crew, and many others give thanks the fire occurred before, not after takeoff. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
And one thing investigators there plan to inspect carefully is how the system designed to put the fire out behaved and why it appears that that system failed. European Union leaders are urging member countries to step up and take their fair share of migrants. With winter coming, they say the situation will only get worse. Migrants from Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan are fleeing the war-torn countries and continuing to head north to wealthier European nations like Germany. The European Union Commission president says 22 of the member states should be forced to accept another 12,000 people in need of international protection who have come toward the continent at high risk. This plan would bring the total for emergency relocation to 160,000. But many Europeans, including those in Hungary, don't share in the spirit of solidarity. Hungary is closing its borders and capturing refugees, taking them to camps with subhuman conditions. A photographer for a right-wing Hungarian online TV channel was fired today after videotape showed her tripping and kicking migrants, including children. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this middle of the week Wednesday, the trading session showing some strong downward pressure on all the major indexes today. The Dow losing 239 to settle at 16,254. The Nasdaq Composite down 55 to 47.57. The S&P losing 27 to 1942. And gold is down $14.50 to $1,106.50 on this day of trade. Some residents may be in for sticker shock in Rapid City. The Rapid City Council approving a 1.5% property tax hike. That'll bring in an additional $225,000 into the city's coffers. Some members arguing last night that the increase was needed so that the city can maintain current services. Councilmember Jerry Wright says the city needs to keep up with the cost of inflation in order to keep city services running.
It's 1.5%. It's an increase, no doubt about it. But let's face it, our income is based on our tax system, and our tax system heavily relies upon property tax for things like police and fire, parks and streets and snow removal. And those are all pretty much essential services or services people want, and we need to pay for them.
As expected, not everyone has been in agreement with that hike. Councilmember Steve Loreni says he could not support raising taxes because there has not been a case made to justify that tax increase. The fight to save South Dakota schools continuing today. The Blue Ribbon Task Force beginning another meeting earlier this morning. The first item on their agenda, closely examining a new report on the employment trends for teachers and administrators in public schools. That report outlines how enrollments in public schools are projected to increase by over 7,000 students over the next 5 years. That would mean that the state needs 3,000 teachers in the next 5 years just in order to keep up with growth and account for retirements. That could be a tall order. State Representative and retired teacher Jacqueline Sly says when it comes to discussing solutions to education and funding, quote, no idea is a bad idea, end quote. Sioux Falls School Superintendent Brian Maher also saying it's important to begin by admitting that our local teachers are underpaid. Healthcare numbers are on the rise. Federal health leaders saying that close to 19,000 South Dakota residents signed up and paid for health insurance plans under the Affordable Care Act. The federal report showing that 87.5% of those who secured plans in South Dakota qualified for a tax credit. That is higher than the national average of about 84%. A U.S. Supreme Court decision earlier this summer upholding insurance subsidies in all 50 states. Annually across the nation, September is the month when agencies encourage households, businesses, and communities to prepare and plan for emergencies. This Saturday in the parking lot of Pete Lean Memorial Field, Pennington County Emergency Management, along with partnering organizations, will host Disaster Awareness and Safety Day. That'll start at 11 a.m. The event will feature free food, fire trucks, and a K-9 unit. The National Weather Service will also be present with a tornado machine, and they'll be raffling off a free weather radio.
A lot of these different agencies, there's about 30 of them that are going to be there, all play a part in helping in the community in some way. Someone can bring their family, we're going to have free hot dogs, and just it gives you the ability to walk around. There'll be little activities at different booths, just really fun, but hopefully learning that they get out of the day as well.
And all the events on September 12th are free, and they will run until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio, as he does so often, alleviating the need for a weather radio in most instances. If you keep it tuned right here, if you use your smartphone, we have the NewsCenter1 weather app, which was the first to hit the market and remains a stalwart weather companion throughout the severe weather months. So.
I know we talked about this at 5:30, but we're both interested in seeing that tornado machine.
I may have to sit down there just to see that.
I know,
I'm
but
pretty interested in
if they have like an 18-wheeler back that thing into the parking lot, I think we're all in trouble. Don't you think?
I may head for the hills. I may head back to the hills if that's
me
what's
too.
going to happen.
Let's look at some of the high temperatures today. Not all of these temperatures you're looking at, folks, right about normal for this time of the year. 76 in Custer, 75 Spearfish, 77 up there in Buffalo, northwestern South Dakota, so very comfortable temperatures. And pretty much tomorrow, a little bit cooler. We expect to see some clouds in the area, maybe a shower or two. So these temperatures are going to be a little bit below normal. not only tomorrow, but Friday as well.
You know, Bob, if somebody's smart, they'll be serving funnel cake.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Right?
Yeah, you got that right.
I don't know if that'll happen or not. I just happen to like funnel cake. We'll get more details coming up with Bob and his forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
At More Faust Injury Law Group, we know money's tight after an accident. That's why your first call to us is free. Your first consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. What do you have to lose? Call More Faust Injury Law Group.
Anyone who's had our chicken knows it's plump and juicy. What they may not know is that it's also 100% natural.
All our chickens are certified, humanely raised, no antibiotics, on a high-quality diet of soy and grain.
Why are they called tenders?
They're called tenders because they come from the tenderloin of the breast, hand-trimmed just for colors. It's not a strip or a finger, it is the true tenderloin.
I'll put our chicken tenders up against anybody's.
That's like my Granny Franklin used to make. That's outstanding, Craig.
Welcome to Delicious.
Why Mid-Continent Business Solutions? Well, let's start with what I don't need. People selling me crazy new phone equipment or web gizmos. What I need are phones that work, fast internet connection, and a way to save a nickel on every unit we make. My consultant at Mid-Continent worked with me, figured out just what technology I needed. It was totally custom. Now I can figure out how to save that nickel. Speaking of which, I got to get back to the shop.
Mid-Continent Business Solutions. Internet, phone, cable TV, and more.
You've got priorities, things that need to be taken care of, and things to pay attention to. It's not easy, but you're making it work. At First Interstate Bank, we know the drill, and just as others are relying on you, you can rely on us to help keep you doing what you do best. Your world's a busy one, full of all kinds of financial choices. You've got people depending on you to make those decisions, and then make breakfast. Financial success on the go? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
It's your opportunity for a new career. Attend the Rushmore Honda Career Fair Saturday, September 12th from 9 till noon at the Hilton Garden Inn on Mall Drive. We're growing, moving to a brand new facility, and looking for motivated people who can deliver top-notch service to our customers. We need sales associates, service, lube and auto body technicians, customer service reps, and administrative staff. To learn more, attend our career fair on Saturday from 9 till noon at the Hilton Garden Inn on Mall Drive, or apply online at rushmorehonda.com.
Were rear-ended and felt a jar go through the back of my back. Called Bob Moore and Dean Faust. They were very patient with me. I would definitely recommend them in a heartbeat.
Call us at Moore Faust Injury Law Group. Get more.
A selfless deed is being recognized today. A young spearfish girl setting an example for all. Amy Cheddar has done what many children her age would not imagine. At 5 years old, she started sacrificing birthday gifts, hosting shoe drives, and donating the shoes to Indian reservations instead. 3 years later, she's now nominated for the National Good Deed Award presented by the VFW Auxiliary. That award is presented to youth individuals who demonstrate intentional selflessness and who serve as an inspirational role model for the organization.
We donated 33 boxes on a big truck, and we also take quilts, jackets, hats, gloves. We take the whole 9 yards. It makes me feel really happy that other people are getting treated the way they should be treated, like everybody else.
That's a big heart. Amy's honored and excited to accept the award, which was presented this evening at the City Park in Spearfish as well. Keep up the good work. Fall means football season. NewsCenter1's Monica Davis hits the field to get the lowdown on a classic South Dakota rivalry.
It just everything's amplified a little bit. Everything's a little bit more. And it adds that aura to it, that rivalry of, who has the home state trophy, who's going to get it. Right now it's in our possession, and we want to keep it that way.
South Dakota School of Mines versus Black Hills State, a rivalry dating back over a century.
Pretty unique rivalry. I mean, it's one of the longest rivalries in all of college football. It's the longest rivalry in Division II football. So this will be the year it's played for the 130th time. Very unique situation. The other rivalries, you're talking East Coast schools from a long time ago. So to have that right here in the Black Hills and the amount of times it's been played, and certainly each team won that home state trophy, it's very, very unique.
The Black Hills Brawl is the first game circled on the schedule, and the home state trophy sweetens the deal just a little bit.
The kids, that's what they play for. I mean, that home state trophy, to lift it up after the game. It's on our Facebook page. That's a picture of the seniors last year. Everybody wants to be that senior group that walked off of that game with the trophy in hand, and it was with Black Hills State football for that next year and going into the next game. And I'll guarantee you, Stacy Collins and the people of Mines feel the same way. When you don't have it, it's something you are wanting, and when you do have it, it's something you want to cherish and you want to keep.
And it's not just the teams that are excited for the game. Alumni come back to the Black Hills from across the country to see who will take home the trophy.
When I got hired, all they asked me about was this game. Every year when I see alumni, and our alumni spread out all over the United States, they don't ask about any other games, they ask about this game. So it's huge on that piece. Their eyes are going to find out who that winner is of the home state trophy.
With boosters coming in, and first thing they ask is, hey, when's the Tech game? What do you think about Tech?
The fans are ready for the game, but what about the football players?
I'm not going to have to say much. That's a peek through all week long. We get ready. By the time we walk on this field, the hay's in the barn. So we work through that process really through doubles, through winter conditioning. I promise you, if they got to get up for that game, they probably shouldn't be here.
And the rivalry sets the tone for the rest of the season.
When you can come out of that game with that momentum of a rival game, I think it really adds a lot to your season.
In other sports news tonight, everyone wants to weigh in on the Deflategate controversy involving Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. That includes Black Hills State University. Next Thursday, Chang Ki-jung, a physics professor at the State University of New York at Stony Brook, will deliver a presentation on what's physics got to do with sports. An expert in sports physics, Jung was called several times to discuss the Deflategate controversy. Jung says that many seemingly impossible plays can be explained using basic physics, and that event will be jointly sponsored by the Sanford Underground Research Facility and Black Hills State University. And it was perfect football weather across the Black Hills today. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio in next with your full forecast.
Papa Murphy's pizzas are hot because you bake all those fresh pizza ingredients in your own oven. And you can taste the difference. When it cools a little, of course. Fill your table with an almost too hot Papa's Perfect Pizza. The best combination of half premium pepperoni, half Hawaiian. Just $9 for a large. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
As your neighborhood changes with the seasons, so do your driving needs. In a new Ford with intelligent all-wheel drive, the possibilities are endless. Suddenly, rush hour doesn't seem so bad. Getting your hands dirty is no big deal. And you get the gym all to yourself. When you have a Ford with intelligent all-wheel drive and great gas mileage, your neighborhood gets a whole lot bigger. Expand your neighborhood in a new 2016 Ford Fusion with intelligent all-wheel drive for just $199 a month. Visit your local Ford store today.
This homecoming, our Wildcats take on the Red Cloud Crusaders. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
The Bavarian Inn wishes our Wildcats good luck.
On the Rocks Chop House says, "Go Wildcats."
Drive 'em hard from Rocky Knolls Golf Course.
Western Skies Real Estate loves our Wildcats.
Show your team spirit and cheer on your Wildcats at Homecoming, September 11th at 6 p.m.
Tickets on sale for September 29th and 30th at GotMine.com, 1-800-GOT-MINE, the Silverado Franklin, and the Civic Center box office.
Fisher Home Galleries carries some of the finest brand name furniture in America and is home to the exclusive Flex Steel Gallery. With upholstered styles and your choice of over 1,500 designer fabrics to choose from, you will be able to create your own dream home at the guaranteed lowest prices in South Dakota. And best of all, the beauty and comfort is made to last. The Flex Steel Blue Steel seat, spring, and frame are guaranteed for a lifetime. Invest in better quality furniture at Fisher Home Galleries, where beautiful homes begin. On West Main and Rapid City.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Here's the weather almanac. 80 was our high temperature, 79 is normal, so we're right about where it should be. But tomorrow, Friday, we're going to be below normal, okay? Below this 79 degrees. And then Saturday, we're going to come right back to it. Sunday, above normal. And then on Monday, we're going to start dropping down again back to normal. So a little bit of a roller coaster going on there. 624 sun up, a 714 sun down, 46. The morning low temperature, if you had to get up early, head on off to work, felt a little bit chilly this morning. And there you have it, 46. 57 outside right now. This is at the airport, Rapid City. Clear skies overhead. Winds are out of the north around 12. No wind gusts today. And over in Spearfish, again, clear skies, 52. Southerly winds at 5. They had a little bit of a wind gust over there, 18 miles per hour. All right, here we go. Here are some of the high temperatures. Generally somewhat warm and muggy all up and down the East Coast. 94 D.C., 91 Raleigh, 87 Atlanta, 90 Tallahassee. Tallahassee, it's one of the cities I like to pronounce. Down there in Miami, 90 degrees. Albuquerque, 90. I like that one too. 76 in Seattle. Billings, 80 degrees. Here's what's going on. Nothing, really, nothing much going on. A few little showers down along the Mexican border, New Mexico, Arizona, and we have some afternoon, early evening showers, late evening showers all up and down the East Coast, as you can see there. But elsewhere, it's rather quiet. Maybe a few little strong thunderstorms over southeastern Nebraska, but that's it. High pressure off to the west. High pressure will be building in the northern plains, the southern plains, central plains. Nothing really going on. This is tomorrow now. Maybe a few little showers around the Great Lake, but this cool front will come through, and that's going to help cool us down. Plus, the cool front's going to bring some clouds. So we'll have some clouds tomorrow, and temperatures a little bit cooler than today. And so it's going to feel nice, though, folks. It's going to feel nice. And then on Friday, we'll still be under the influence of this cool air mass coming out of Canada. So even on Friday, temperatures are going to be on the cool side. That's why I said tomorrow and Friday, temperatures below normal, all right? A little closer look. There's the front. You can see it coming on through, and that's going to bring some cooler air. There's the clouds. Look at the clouds all over the place. So we'll have mostly cloudy to cloudy skies tomorrow. And embedded in those clouds, I stopped this at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, maybe a few little showers. These things are going to be moving rather quickly. We'll set it in motion. We'll go into the evening hours. Whoop, they're out of here. And then Friday, the clouds begin to dry up a little bit, and things are going to be clearing out on Friday. So tomorrow, cool. Friday, cool. Maybe a few clouds tomorrow. Maybe a few late afternoon showers in the area tomorrow, but they'll be passing through rather quickly. High temperatures across South Dakota. Well, there we got them. Here you go. 77 Watertown. Who haven't I mentioned? Oh, Chamberlain, 82 on the Missouri. A lovely little town in Chamberlain. Winter, been down the Winter. Visited the McDonald's down there one time. So I think every town must have a McDonald's here. Every one that we're looking at here. Let's see who else we got here. This is tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Cooler temperatures, all right? We saw about 80 degrees, and we're going to see in the lower 70s tomorrow. Up in the hills, temperatures in the middle 60s. And then on Friday, cool temperatures again. Yeah, 60s. You can see 60s all across South Dakota. So next couple of days, temperatures below normal across the state. Here's the forecast for tomorrow, Thursday, 68 Spearfish, 65 Custer, 75 Pine Ridge, 69 over there in Martin. Elsewhere, Hill City, 66, 72 Belfouche, 71 Sturgis. Hot Springs, not very hot, 74 in Hot Springs. There we go. 51 tonight, partly cloudy, mild. Should be a rather pleasant evening, a little bit warmer than this morning. And tomorrow, 71, mostly cloudy skies to cloudy skies. It's going to be cooler than today, and we'll look for the possibility of a few little showers developing during the afternoon hours. Tomorrow night, 48, partly cloudy, lingering shower possible with those winds holding out of the north. 7-day forecast coming up. These cool temperatures, below normal temperatures, stay with us on Friday. And then normal Saturday, and then above normal on Sunday, 88. And then we begin keeping temperatures right about 80 degrees on Monday, Tuesday. A little bit cooler on Wednesday. ClickBigDeals.com. There is none, folks. There you go, Click Big Deals. So this is a great opportunity to join up. It's real simple. Go to clickbigdeals.com. You just put in your email address. Boop, you're in. And every morning you get the next big deal.
What were you saying about every town having a
every town has McDonald's.
My ears perked up when you said that, but I didn't hear what it was you said.
Every town I had on there must have a McDonald's.
Are we sure?
Not must. I bet.
Are we?
I bet.
Faith?
Does Faith not have a McDonald's?
I don't think they do. I could be
You
wrong. I
could be
wrong
right.
about that.
I've been through Faith.
Is this is the world as Bob would like it to be, or is it this the world that you wish, how you wish
every
it would
town.
be?
You
want a little apple pies no matter what town you're in, right?
Well, the coffee's not bad.
Pumpkin. Pretty soon they'll have the pumpkin pies too.
Seriously,
just about time for the pumpkin pies.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, they roll them out every year this time.
All right, anybody from Faith, give us a call. Do you have a McDonald's? Let us know.
Oh, I think I need some coffee at least. Thank you, Bob.
From McDonald's.
We'll be right back.
All right.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. And that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
It's Fearless Fisher's Labor Day sale. Through Saturday at all 3 Fisher stores, everything's on sale. And they're going to let you take your brand new furniture purchases home and you won't pay a penny in interest charges with 52 months no interest financing. That's right, you'll pay no interest till January 2020 on furniture purchases and 28 months financing on TVs and appliances. Keep your checks, keep your cash, and keep your credit card. Because you can buy new furniture for your home with 52 months no interest. But hurry, the Labor Day sale ends Saturday at all 3 Fisher stores on West Main and Rapid City. Fearless prices, football fields of selection.
It's the first chill in the air. It's the season you wait for all year. It's Cabela's Season Countdown Sale. Save big with our one-shot deals Friday through Sunday only. Get $110 off a Cabela's half-horsepower commercial-grade grinder, $40 off a Big Game Guardian XL 2-man ladder stand, $120 off a Cajun Injector double-door smoker, and 35% off select Cabela's Camo rainwear. It's your favorite time of year, so don't miss Cabela's Season Countdown Sale, going on now. Shop in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
This homecoming, our Warriors take on the Lee Deadwood Gold Diggers. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
Good luck, Warriors, from Cradaville's True Value.
Bear down and get the win, Warriors, from Bear Ford.
The general store says go for the gold, boys.
Good luck, Warriors, from Crossroads Inn.
Show your team spirit and cheer on your Warriors at homecoming, September 11th at 6:30.
Well, are you out on the golf course, trapped in the sand? We have more tips to get you out of the tight spot. It's picking the ball in tonight's JR's Golf Tips.
Welcome, JR's Golf Tips. I'm Bob Riggio. With me, JR Hamblett, PGA golf professional here at Arrowhead Country Club. JR, today we're going to talk about longer bunker shots.
Right.
So and how you pick the ball off of the sand.
Right. So in the first 2 segments we did basic bunker shot, a little longer bunker shot last time. Now we're going to talk about what you hear the commentators talk about being the most difficult shot is that 40 to 60 yard bunker shot that you're actually picking the ball and not blasting it. So those are the 2 terms you hear used. So here I don't have my sand wedge anymore. I've got my 54 and my 48. So these are the 2 clubs that you're probably going to be hitting this shot with.
Less
if
loft.
not less. Yeah, if not less.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go for the gap wedge for starters, which is a 54 degree. And I've got that 40 to 60 yard range. Now I'm not going to be 30 degrees off of the target line anymore. I'm going to go ahead and square up to this shot and make sure that I don't have any tension in my forearms. And I'm going to pick this ball. I'm going to make sure I cock my wrists a little bit, keep my lower body relaxed and not tense, and just try to pick this ball right off the sand, something like that, and get that ball going a further distance. So it's a scary shot. You don't want to take too much sand, but you want to get it going at least in the neighborhood of the distance you're trying to hit it.
Would you use the same procedures if you're in a fairway bunker and you want to hit it 150 yards?
Well, then it becomes a full swing, and we're gonna touch on that in another segment.
Good.
But in this segment, it's probably the most important thing is you keep the tension out of your forearms and pick it off the sand.
Yeah, and then line up with your target.
And you're going to square up to the target.
Square up to the target. All right. Thanks a lot, JR. All right, join us next week on JR's Golf Tips.
Welcome to High Country Guest Ranch,
where Western and Native American cultures unite.
Spacious log homes and camping cabins wait your arrival in the heart of the beautiful Black Hills. Close to Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, it is the perfect place for your Black Hills vacation. The High Country Outdoor Theater is the summer home of Brûlée, the #1 Native American show in the country. The popular Circle B Chuck Wagon is serving up tasty cowboy dinners and Western harmonies. Come on out for an afternoon trail ride, an evening show, or spend the weekend with us. We'd love to have you.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
This homecoming, our Wildcats take on the Red Cloud Crusaders. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
The Bavarian Inn wishes our Wildcats good luck.
On the Rocks Chop House says, "Go Wildcats."
Drive 'em hard from Rocky Knolls Golf Course.
Western Skies Real Estate loves our Wildcats.
Show your team spirit and cheer on your Wildcats at Homecoming, September 11th at 6 p.m.
This is for all the 9-to-5ers, the 5-to-9ers, the third shifters, and all the hardworking people across America. When you're off the clock, you deserve high quality without the high price tag. Now you can make your hard-earned dollars go further during the final days of the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Now's the time to enhance all your comforts of home and score some big savings on all the designs you love. Plus, get 0% interest until 2021. The Labor Day sale ends Thursday, September 17th.
As we told you yesterday, the city of Spearfish today being transformed into a capital for a day. Local groups, including the Spearfish Area Chamber of Commerce and Black Hills State University, welcoming South Dakota Governor Dennis Daugaard and his staff to the city today. Governor Daugaard saying the city of Spearfish has a lot going for it right now.
Spearfish really is a combination of what people want. They want a beautiful outdoor environment. You've got that here. You want educational and cultural opportunities, and certainly Black Hills State University provides that. You want a strong and diverse economy, and Spearfish has that. It's a regional center for trade. It's got connection to the interstate. It's got a lot going for it, and you can tell as you look around, Spearfish is doing very well.
And it wasn't all business for the governor today. A local cafe is celebrating his visit with a sweet treat.
We heard through the grapevine that his favorite dessert is angel food cake with strawberries and blueberries, a little red, white, and blue. So we're going to honor him and have that today and the rest of the week.
Food, fun, and the governor's stamp of approval. Spearfish proving, as it does throughout the year, that it certainly does have a lot going on there in that Northern Hills town. One of the most beautiful spots you can find.
Yep. And they have a McDonald's.
And they have a McDonald's.
But hey, but we just learned that Faith does not have a McDonald's.
They got plenty of beef, but they don't have a McDonald's.
They know where the beef is in Faith. That's for sure. All right, quick look. There you go. Temperatures in the lower 70s Thursday, Friday, and then we're going to warm it up by this weekend.
That'll do it for us right here on NewsCenter 1 at 10. For everybody here on the NewsCenter 1 team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6.
This homecoming, our Warriors take on the Lee Deadwood Gold Diggers. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
Good luck, Warriors, from Cradaville's True Value.
Bear down and get the win, Warriors, from Bear Ford.
The general store says go for the gold, boys.
Good luck, Warriors, from Crossroads Inn.
Show your team spirit and cheer on your Warriors at homecoming, September 11th at 6:30.
What I love about bow hunting is the challenge, the physical challenge, the mental challenge. I love the fact that it's not easy. 12 years it took me to shoot a trophy whitetail buck. It's what I breathe, eat, sleep, bow hunting. When I'm working with a customer, I want my passion to rub off on them. I am Brandon Carlson, and I'm one of the archery experts at Shields.
Keep bugs at bay with Repel Tick Defense from Menards. This spray fends off mosquitoes and protects against Lyme disease-carrying ticks for up to 10 hours. It can be used on your skin, clothes, and camping gear. Right now, a 6.5-ounce can is only $3.97. Attract birds this season with Performance Birdseed. Country Mix is an all-purpose blend that attracts a wide variety of birds. A 20-pound bag is just $4.99.
Save big money at Menards.
This homecoming, our Warriors take on the Lee Deadwood Gold Diggers. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
Good luck, Warriors, from Cradaville's True Value.
Bear down and get the win, Warriors, from Bear Ford.
The general store says go for the gold, boys.
Good luck, Warriors, from Crossroads Inn.
Show your team spirit and cheer on your Warriors at homecoming, September 11th at 6:30.
After the show is the after party.